So in this session, we're going to cover how to enter sales departments and service categories within those departments. So in the enterprise, from the home ribbon, you're going to go to your enterprise setup. You're going to see in your setup here on the left panel, sales departments. Within there, you will see what's called profit centers. So a profit center is a sales department. So if I click on profit centers, you're going to see that I have 3 separate profit centers in here. Now, if you wish to add any additional profit centers, no problem. Just simply click add, give it a name. So if I might want to put, let's say, trucking. So I want to have a separate profit center from my regular automotive. I hit OK. Now I've added another sales department. Now, as you're adding these sales departments in here, if you wish to rearrange order, you can just simply click and drag and change the order of which they're laid out. Once I have a sales department in here, I need to add at least one category, So I go to service categories. I'm going to save this. Now I go to trucking. You see I don't have any categories. So to add a category, real simple. I simply click add and start adding my categories one at a time here. You can have as little as 1. You can have as many as 20 or 30 different categories, however you wish to break this down. Okay. So if I wanted something, let's say for lube oil filter service, whoops, just type it in, hit OK. Now I have a category. One of the features that we do have available in here also is called margin threshold. What a margin threshold is for is when a service writer is doing a particular job from a category, it will give them minimum and maximum or what desired profit margins you're trying to get. So if I click on this again, right click and do an edit, then I can come over to detail and set my margin thresholds. So you can do this on each individual category, and you can also break it down into 4 separate sections here. I can set up a minimum and a maximum or low and high for labor. So if I say, well, whenever I use this category in this profit center, I may want to get a minimum of 30% margin on labor and a max of, say, 50. So that's my window that I'm trying to shoot for. You do have the capability of locking it. So by locking it, that tells the system that at the location, they cannot change this. It has to be changed at the enterprise, So each one of these tabs, you can set a low, a high, and you can lock. You can do sublet and the overall service package. Hit OK and OK again. So when I open this up down below service categories where it says margin threshold, this will show each profit center, the different categories, and what my thresholds are, and whether or not anything is locked. Once I have my profit centers and categories set up, at that point, then I can tell the system which location or locations I wish to send it to. So remember, each location you can pick and choose what profit centers and categories you want to go. So if I go over to location 3, I'm going to right click, do an edit. You'll notice under the sales department tab, the only thing checked is the automotive. Well, what if I also want to send the trucking? I can check that also. You can also pick and choose categories. So here I have 2 different categories. For example, under this profit center, I can deselect something I don't want to send. Once you have it set, you hit OK and it sends it up to that location. Here in location 1, I have 3 sales departments or profit centers that I sent up: the automotive oil service and tires, counter sales, and the wrecker. Let's go look at location 1 and see how this is. So we'll pull up location 1 here. So here I am in location 1. I'm in the setup. I'm looking at my profit centers. Here's my 3 profit centers. Now this order that you see is coming from the enterprise. And remember, anytime you see something with a gray shaded background means it's coming from the enterprise. So if you kind of look closely here, I have 3 profit centers or sales departments from the enterprise, and I have 3 that were entered just at this location by itself. You can rearrange the order of this. If, for example, at this particular location, I primarily do counter sales and have a wrecker service, this might be down the line. So I just simply click and hold my mouse button down and drag. Then I can change the order. That order is what it's going to come up when I go to write work orders. So that'll come up first. So let's go look at margin thresholds. Here I have a ticket. And in this work order, I'm in the Analysis tab. If you look at the bottom, I'm on the Analysis tab. Okay. You will see each individual line. Here's labor. Here's materials. You're going to see basically 3 colors: green, red, or black. Black just simply means it's within the parameters of the margin threshold. It's within those parameters. If it is above the high, it will be green. If it's below the low, it will be red. So here I am looking at each individual line and service package as a whole. And then in the summary at the bottom gives me my totals. So that's a setup of a sales department and service categories, how to send it out to the locations, how to set up margin thresholds, and then the order of which you're going to use it.